Grayson, branched with the U.S. infantry. Well, actually, I was in the artillery, which was attached to the infantry, of the 87th Infantry Division in World War II. I entered the Army in 1943 and stayed till the end of the war. I spent most of my service in Europe. Well, I remember a vivid scene. We were walking across, it was May, I guess. We were walking across a field in Germany, and we heard this uproar of a vehicle. And where we were, there were not supposed to be any vehicles. And we didn't know who's coming up behind us. And this armored car came roaring up with a couple of GIs in it. And the guy in it was screaming, "Roosevelt's dead! Roosevelt's dead!" And we said, "Who? We don't know what that means. Who's the vice president?" None of us knew. And we didn't know what the hell was going to happen. But it was scary. The idea that who's in charge. But soon after that, the weather warmed up. The Germans were in total disarray and retreat. So we were just moving along quite quickly, heading for Berlin. And it was kind of fun because the Germans ran out of gasoline. My private surmise is that's why they lost the war. Because all along both sides of the street we were riding on were vehicles, German vehicles abandoned because they ran out of gas. Oh, that's another story. We found a motorcycle with a sidecar, and I'd never ridden a motorcycle, but my driver had. So we said, let's take a ride. So we filled up this motorcycle with gas. I got in the sidecar, and Wally was driving it, and the lieutenant was in a Jeep behind us, and it had rained. And I didn't know how tricky motorcycles were. But we were going pretty fast, and he went around a curve, went off the road, across a field, and hit a tree. And we hit the tree right where the sidecar was connected to the motorcycle. And we came undone. I went one way, and the motorcycle went the other way. And the lieutenant in the Jeep got out, crossed himself, and came to see the bodies. But we weren't even scratched. But they had to cut me out of the sidecar. It crunched. It was kind of, but then the rest of the war was a picnic till we were told the war's over. We had a celebration, and we're sent to, where the hell did we go? Went back to France to wait to come back to America, and we were told the war was not over in Japan. We were told that they were going to take us back to America, re-outfit us, all new equipment, and ship us to Japan. And we had heard stories of the war in Japan, which from what I knew was far more barbarous than ours. And we didn't want to go there at all. And they gave us a furlough. I was stationed in Georgia. Gave us a furlough to go home and visit our families. Then they were going to ship us over. And I remember I was in a movie theater on Broadway in New York at night, and I came out. In those days, kids used to sell newspapers out on the street. They'd have a stack of the next day's newspapers and sell them for 2 cents. And I bought a Daily News, and it said, "Atom bomb explodes." I said, "What the hell is that?" And I sat on the subway and opened it up and saw what it was, and I said, "The war's over," to myself. And the war was over, and we never did go there.